let me tell you about ULTRAcel. The ULTRAcel machine is made by JASIS, who are the manufacturers of the ULTRAcel machine. ULTRAcel was radio frequency microneedling, and the machine did particularly well and had a very good reputation. And JASIS then took the very clever step of including another 2 different modalities into a new machine that they called ULTRAcel. These 2 other modalities were what's called grid fractionated radio frequency, which is basically similar to the thermage treatment, and the high intensity focused ultrasound, which is similar to the ULTRAcel treatment. So we have those 3 different modalities: the radio frequency microneedling, the grid fractionated radio frequency, and the high intensity focused ultrasound, as a choice to be had from the single one machine. And this means that, slightly confusingly, there isn't a single ULTRAcel treatment. There are 3 potential ULTRAcel treatments, and we can mix and match and add them together and do whatever we feel is best for your particular skin type. So let me describe the 3 separate modalities. Fundamentally, the first one is the ULTRAcel modality, the radio frequency microneedling, which uses insulated needles to penetrate the skin and provide the radio frequency energy at a particular depth within the skin. This allows us to work at a particular depth of skin and create a degree of skin tightening at that depth, as it were. And then we have the thermage, grid fractionated radio frequency device, which basically just heats the very, very top layer of skin. So we have the grid fractionated radio frequency device, we have the radio frequency microneedling device, and then we have the high intensity focused ultrasound device, which allows us to get deeper and deeper within the skin. So the HIFU, the high intensity focused ultrasound head, penetrates up to about 4.5 millimeters. The thermage head really heats the very, very top of the skin, and the ULTRAcel head does something equivalent between the 2. So, in terms of what are the benefits of each particular modality, in truth, they all add to the final result. And in fact, you can't do all 3 on the same day, but you certainly can do the radio frequency, grid fractionated radio frequency one equivalent to the thermage, and the high intensity focused ultrasound one equivalent to ULTRAcel. You can do those simultaneously because, frankly, they actually help each other. One advantage of using the grid fractionated radio frequency energy to heat the skin up before you do the HIFU is that the skin, when it's warmed, has more blood supply to it, and therefore, in fact, the ultrasound penetrates better. So the high intensity focused ultrasound penetrates through the deeper structures like the SMAS in the mid-face region better because of the heating effect of the grid fractionated radio frequency. Now, we've gone through a whole load of very complicated sounding things, and therefore I don't want to make it too complicated at this point. It just allows us to aim at different levels within the skin, and for some people, any one of those modalities is better than the others, and for some people, a combination of modalities is better than the others. But they all allow us to stimulate near collagenesis, fibroblast regeneration, and skin tightening on a localized basis in a way that you can't do any other way, basically. So that's ULTRAcel or the UltraLift. As I said, that's slightly confusing because people talk about an UltraLift as if it's a single treatment, and it's actually a choice of a mix and match of 3 different modalities. But your doctor can advise you which is the most appropriate one to use and give you prices at the time. So they vary from £750 a treatment to upwards of £3,000. So it varies enormously, so you need to look very carefully as to what is the right thing for you. So that's ULTRAcel. Thank you.